Hello everyone, it's Ash, and today I wanted to have a little quick dialogue on the difference between two terms that have lit up as of late and have angrily perpetuated over time. Those terms are Qunari and Kossith. Now, reasoning why I wanted to bring this up is due to the confusion and even frustrations that people have had, not only on the forums or Reddit, but even in comment sections of my own videos. I wanted to sit and discern the differences between these two terms, to both define the definitions and to enlighten those on the correct usage. So let's start. Kossith, as written in the World of Thetis book, is an archaic term for a race of large horned people now known largely as Qunari. Qunari is a term to describe the horned race and followers of the Qun, the religion, the philosophy, the way of life, however you see it. But the name Qunari also describes the elf who follow the Qun, and the humans, and the dwarves. Those of the Trimuid are Qunari, those are the groups within society, those under the Arishak, the Arajana, or the Arakun. There are specific terms to describe certain sets, like the Talvashath who were Qunari but abandoned the Qun, or the Vidithari who are Qun followers that are not of the horned race. The definition of Qunari is not restricted to the horned people, or those who follow the religion. It's a generalized name to describe those affected and engaged in Qunari society. A lot of people get confused over Kossith, believing that Kossith is the more appropriate title. Really, whenever you look at this picture, what you're looking at are Qunari, humans, elves, and dwarves, not Kossith, human, elves, and dwarves. And actually, they could all be Qunari for all you know. Mary Kirby, one of the writers for DA, stated that calling horned people Kossith is the equivalent of calling white people Occidental. If you want to use Kossith, no one's going to stop you. However, Qunari is the accepted term in the lore and by the devs. David Gator noted on the forums that Kossith is not the term that the Qunaris would use themselves. Look, I know a lot of people fight amongst themselves regarding the differences. The belief is that you can use Kossith to describe specifically the horned people and its culture. It's not correct, and you're going to confuse a lot of people by using Kossith when it's widely accepted to use Qunari. Qunari society is not one that is restricted to one race. Although there are a lot of horned peoples, it welcomes all races given that you accept the religion. Those of the horned people don't care for a name for the race. As Mary Kirby says, it's the same reason why no one in Thetis actually has a name for the planet. It's basically unimportant. If you want to get technical, specific definitions exist where you can distinguish between said people. I mentioned earlier, but basically, if you're going to be talking about those who have forfeited their place in the Qun, call them Talvashath. If you want to talk about non-horned people who adopt the Qun, you can call them Vidithari. If you want to talk about anyone involved with the Qun and its society, whether it be in the past or the present, call them Qunari, because you will never be wrong. And that's it for me. Thank you for watching. Hope I cleared a few things for viewers out there. If not, and I'm sure there are a whole bunch of lingering questions, please leave them in the comment section below and I'll do my best to answer. In any case, take care everyone. I'll see you next time.
Now, why would you be interested in that?
It's mine.